Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast. Founder of Uncut Media Group, a hip-hop blogger with over 10 years experience, editor-in-chief of UncutMagazine.net, he's Wade Blogs. Pokemon Go expert, comic book fan, and an overall wild card, she's Ari. Founder, artist, and CEO of A Game Records, he's Li. And now, here's your host, Wade Blogs.
What up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 59?
59.
Okay. I, of course, am your host, Wade Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. The...
Wait for it, nigga.
Wade Blogs. Joining me, as always, I feel like I need a new AKA for you. It's not pumpkin spice right now. We out of season right now.
It's not pumpkin spice no more. It's just what? First Lady A?
Yeah, First Lady
Ari.
First Lady A, Ari, aka Ari. Undeniably Arby's, yeah.
Arby's.
Mistletoe Ari.
Mistletoe Ari? What the fuck?
Just Christmas stuff. The first Noel Ari.
The first Noel Ari. What the? Don't listen to that mess, y'all. The first Noel
How you
Ari.
know how I feel when you kept calling me LL?
I gotta think of something, right? It sounds. Gotta think of something.
First Noel Ari. I'm running with that.
Oh yeah.
Ari's in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, y'all?
And of course, joining us from an undisclosed location via
Parts
satellite,
unknown.
live via satellite.
Via satellite.
G Li's in the building. What up, G?
Yeah, what's going on?
All right, so let's. Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to know. Yeah, how you doing, Noel Ari?
First Noel.
I'm
Ari.
great.
We're ready with that.
I love it.
Well, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and jump into the rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
Okay.
Oh.
With some emphasis there.
We right next to a gym.
Oh wow. Pokemon Ari's back, y'all.
This is great.
Oh, level up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, calm down.
Y'all.
Listen, Ari Chew.
Ari Chew.
Ari Chew, I need you to chill out, man, okay?
Sorry, my bad, y'all. I get kind of excited.
There we go. Ari Chew.
Ari Chew.
Get the hell out of here, LL Cool J.
Ari Chew.
So let's get into what's been going on this week. Of course, we call it the rundown. The rundown. The dominant story early in the news week, of course, was Mace, Harlem World, that guy. Yeah. He stopped at the Angie Martinez show at New York's Hot Power 105. It's Power or Hot? Yeah, it's Power 105. I don't know. It's always one of those. It's either, you ever notice urban stations are always either Power or Hot? Or Jam. But he stopped at New York's Power 105 and had an interview with the one of the greatest interviewers in the history of hip hop and probably just media in general, Angie Martinez, and dropped a couple of jewels. I want to play a clip really fast and let's discuss this here. Let's talk to I don't even want to call him Pastor after this interview, but let's talk to Mason Betha here.
All my awards went to Puff. I wrote all those songs.
More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, but that was on Big Album.
Right.
So that was songs I had as my single that they gave the Biggie.
Got it.
For his album.
Mm-hmm. Do you not get paid for those even now?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, if you knew that Mace was the one doing all of that, you would see me in a different light. Even today, people praise Bad Boy. The real golden era of Bad Boy, I was spearheading.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie made it, and I'm not, Biggie
Taking
Biggie.
away, right? You're not taking away
I'm under
nothing.
Biggie. I'm nowhere near Biggie.
Right.
I gotta catch myself so somebody catch that and try to run with it.
Right.
No, I'm saying,
good catch.
I'm
Good
saying
catch,
when Biggie passed away,
right,
and the company is in ambiguity, and everybody is lost and in shambles. It was my pen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a part of the interview he had with Angie Martinez. It's like an hour and a half interview. I invite you all to go check it out. It's a great interview.
When the company was in ambiguity.
When a rapper uses words like ambiguity, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You said the company was in...
I'm here for it. Ambiguity. Come on.
The company was in shambles.
I love vocabulary. Who uses that word?
When you said it was in shambles, I was there for it. So let's talk about this, though.
Or it was in turmoil. Nah, it was in ambiguity.
Let's talk about this, though. Now, I want to say in hip-hop circles, it's common knowledge that Mace gave a lot of his songs. He wrote a lot of stuff for Puff. We all kind of know all that. But the More Money, More Problems, and I guess there's some other tracks that we'll say that he wrote for Bad Boy that kind of went to Puff, went to Big.
Mm-hmm.
He has a point there. I think, should we look at Mace in a different light?
I think so.
I don't know.
Now, full disclaimer here, I am not a Bad Boy fan. If y'all know me, y'all know I went to MIT.
Oh my gosh.
I got a PhD in BBK. That's Bad Boy Killers.
Doctorate in Machiavellianism.
Doctorate in Machiavellianism. So I'm not a Bad Boy fan at all. However, he raises some valid points.
I would have to agree. Like, me as a 80s baby, loving 90s hip hop, an artist myself, I will honestly say I never even let the thought cross my mind about some of the things Mace brought up in that interview. Namely, that he was writing, like after Big passed, that he wrote most of the music that came from Bad Boy during that era. We know Puff didn't write it. It's well known and documented that, Puff has many ghostwriters. One, very well known in Virginia. Shout out to Skills. That I guess it was just always looked at, or at least I always, thought that all of the people writing were not on the label. I never even thought that Mace was the one writing a lot of the music. And that says a lot, because as he brought up in the interview, that was the golden era for Bad Boy. Like, when Big was running it, it was, they just had things on lock. But, like, after Big passed, they just had a whole bunch of commercial success after that. And then even when he went on to say that the songs that him and Puff did together, it was his style that Puff was using, and everybody thought he was using Puff style.
Right, exactly.
So that he was playing number two to his own style. Like, pretty much he gave Puff the style to run with, and he's playing second to his own style.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's a very dope, in-depth interview. And one of the things me and G was talking about before we started with the podcast is that Mace is so well spoken. Of course, he's a former pastor, and in the interview kind of talks about that too. And I guess you can't kind of, with who he is, you can't get away from that subject, but he talks about that as well. So I'm kind of reluctant to call him a pastor because of what he said in the interview. But he's so well spoken. He answered everything. Some things he didn't answer, but he told you I'm not going to answer that because of blah, 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 whatever. But the interview came off very well because he's, I don't want to say media trained, he's a veteran. You know what I mean? He understands how this thing works. He even said that, I know how it works, so I know what I have to say to do these things. One thing he did mention that I found, I don't know, it took me back. I say it took me aback. That's the word. Is that he said he went to Puff to try to get a job with the Bad Boy, like he wanted to be the president of the Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. And Puff wanted him to write his son's stuff, because you can kind of see Puff's son, his oldest son, I can't think of his oldest son's name, whatever, but one of his oldest sons is rapping, and he's kind of that style, and he wanted Mace to write the stuff for him, but Mace was like, well, yeah, I do it, but let me get a job, let me president of the Bad Boy or something like that. And Puff was like, nah. And Mace had said he could do it at another label, but he want to keep it with the family tree. Like, he want to keep it at home. He want to spend his money, you know what I mean, spend it at home. I thought that was incredulous, but it's so crazy that Mace said, hey, listen, I'm down. After their whole history together, Puff and Mace history, said, listen, I'm down to come work for you, but let me do this. Mm-hmm. Not just be some artist, you know what I'm saying? Let me get the corporate thing going.
And after what he's addressed and brought to light, he should feel that way.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Like, he really, like, once again, Uncut Nation, I implore you to watch this entire interview. I know it's an hour and a half, but it's a great interview. It's an in-depth interview. But it's a good interview. It's a real good interview. He touches on a lot of things, and you kind of look back at Mace and look at him in a different light. You're like, yeah, like, yo, if he was writing all these things and he says, listen, I don't want you to pay me a bunch of money, just give me a job.
Right.
Why not? Why not? Like, I don't see the problem with that. He said he can go anywhere else. He said he has something coming up. I have a funny feeling Rock Nation is involved. Just conspiracy theory Wade. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, though.
You feel me? He does an interview.
It makes sense. Like how Jay has currently been moving, how Tidal's been currently moving, how the music industry is currently moving. It makes perfect sense. Like, a lot of industry execs have to get off of that formula that they are still using from the 90s until now, that, you know, I run the label, this is the structure of the label, and this is how things work. Like, no, at the end of the day, Mace could sign a streaming deal with Tidal, release a project, and that be the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, he still owns everything. He didn't got that popping. He didn't have to, you know, be put in the shadows or play second to nobody, because honestly, at this particular point, I mean, whether we care to admit it or not, he's a commodity at this point, just off of what's happened with the situation with him and Cam.
I think because he's speaking truth, it's resonating with everybody. You know, if somebody came on the radio, like, and I'm not shitting on nobody, so don't get me wrong, Cam did an interview too, but we're not talking about Cam's interview. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we did that last week. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever, and we moved on. Like, Mace did an in-depth interview, and he dropped some real. I'm reluctant to say jewels because everyone says that word, but he's dropped some real knowledge, some real truth in a lot of situations. Even him and Cam's situation, like you could sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You could sense what he's saying is true.
And I like how when Angie brought up the situation about him being a pastor and all of this, and how he addressed it.
Yeah. He addressed.
Like, he went ahead. And I don't remember the lines verbatim, but it was him pretty much saying, like, water is the same. It's the same in whatever element you put it in. Like, you could put it in a freezer, it'll freeze, it can run from the tap. You know, it might fall from the sky's rain, it might come down as snow, but at the end of the day, it's still water. So, depending on what climate you put me in, I have to react a certain way. He was like, when I go home, you know, I'm not a pastor, I'm not a rapper. He was like, I'm a husband. When I'm with my kids, I'm a father. So, you know, when I'm in the church, I'm a pastor. He was like, when it comes to this music, I'm an artist. And he pretty much addressed the fact that he not hate, because he didn't say that, but that he doesn't mix the fact that he's a pastor with, you know, his art form is rap. He doesn't mix it. They're two separate things to him.
Right.
And he mainly wanted to address it because that's the easy way out that everybody always tries to blur the lines and bring that into the fact that he's rapping. Oh, you're a pastor. You're not supposed to do this. He was like, they're two separate things in his eyes, and the way he explained it was immaculate.
Yeah, his analogy was incredible. I mean, and I think I have that clip where he talks about, people always say he made money from church and all that stuff. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Talk to him, Harlem.
New he said is, okay, he was a minister, he was a pastor, okay, he made money going to church. For real, you make money at anything you're good at. If you're a good doctor, you make money. And I'm gonna give you another thing to think about.
Okay.
When a 50 Cent who said he sold drugs now sell you vitamin water. We praised the elevation of a rapper that goes outside of rap and prove that we're more than rappers. When a Jay-Z who used to do what he does turn around and participates in a basketball team, we praise that. So now you look at it as a pastor, but look at it like this: helping the inner city youth, helping families at the height of his career, taking that energy and using it for the youth. Anybody else would say that's commendable. Don't make it now a curse.
No,
Yo, like I said, it's a wonderful interview, but he makes a lot of good points. And I can't argue with him. And of course, the interview is done in that way, but you got to look at Mace a little differently to me. You know what I mean? You gotta, with knowing what you know now, because he also mentioned that in the entire time him and Cam have been quote unquote beefing, he was quiet. And now you hear his side of the story, you're like, oh, it's a little different now.
Yeah, and that brings me to the other analogy that he used that I thought was great. He was like, you know, when the little brother is punching the big brother, like constantly, like the big brother just, you know, letting him rock. Because the little brother's punches don't hurt as much. Like, you haven't gotten to the point where it can cause an issue with me. But as soon as the big brother reacts and it's like, bow. Now everybody's looking like, oh, y'all playing too rough. Why you hitting that hard? Like, and I thought that was a great analogy because truthfully, like, every time Cam said something about Mace never said anything back. Not even in the interview, not on wax, nothing. He let a lot of stuff go. So now he finally said something, and it's like, oh, well, damn. Like, why you hit him that hard?
Right. You knew he was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, like at some point, you have to, like, as me said, you got to stand up and you got to defend yourself. Like, you can't keep letting the bully in the schoolyard keep attacking you or keep saying something to you every day at, you know, lunchtime. Everybody's expecting that. Everybody knows it's coming. But eventually, at some point, you got to stand up for yourself.
Yeah. It's reminiscent to me of early Nas. You remember how before Stillmatic, everybody dissed Nas and Nas never said nothing, like Omega, and all these people dissed Nas. And then we dropped like Destroy and Rebuild, like everybody was like, oh wow, Nas, oh wow, we didn't know it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like you keep poking the bear, eventually the bear's gonna hit you. You know what I mean? And I know it's not the correct terminology, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like y'all just, I definitely implore you to listen to the interview. It's a great interview. He drops a lot of gems. He drops a lot of truth. It makes me look a little differently at Mace. And like I said, I think something's coming up with Rock Nation, because out of every way he could interview, and even now in today's climate, you can set up a podcast and do an interview. He chose Angie Martinez, who is a known Rock Nation affiliate. You know what I mean? Her love for Jay is not secret. So,
and the crazy thing is, she even said, she was like, I ain't wear no earrings because I ain't think, you know, I was just coming to the station, I ain't had no guests, and then I got the call. Like, she didn't even know he was going to be there.
Right. And I think what'd be funny is that if you remember, a lot of y'all hip hoppers should know this. Mace and Jay had beef for a little bit. So, talking real greasy on the R&B records.
This was back when on Jay's Volume 1.
Yeah, when Jay said you talking real greasy on the R&B records, but I'm platinum a million times, nigga. Check the credits. He was talking to Mace. Like,
yeah, that's when he started talking about he was writing.
Yeah, so
he was like, when I see him in the streets, I don't see none of that. Damn, Playboy, what the fuck is the Hummer at?
So
those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the fuck you doing that?
So it'd be very interesting. Like I said, this is just as me. Nothing. I don't know anything more than y'all know, but I think Rock Nation got something to do with. Mace kept saying he got something coming up, and it would just make sense to me.
I mean, keep in mind, we can throw this in as a Lucy real quick. Jay and Jazzo squashed they beef. So like I think Jay is to a point where like a lot of stuff that happened, early on in his rap career, he's letting a lot of that energy go, and like now we like you brought up Nas, we're gonna destroy and rebuild. It's rebuilding right now. So everybody I had an issue with that I know I can make money with now, it can be a successful venture for both of us if we put our differences aside from our younger years, and as adults look at it, then we can make moves. So that wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Yeah, if you remember, Jim Jones is signing the Rock Nation, so if you can sign Jimmy, you can sign Mace, because him and Jim beef for years. So it brings up an interesting conversation that happened on the internet during Fab and Kiss's interview with the Breakfast Club. The conversation came up that Charlamagne said B Dot from Rap Radar, shout out to y'all, had said Mace wasn't a top 5 bad boy MC, and that took over the internet. He said
Mace did what?
Mace wasn't a top 5 bad boy MC. And Charlamagne, of course, agreed. Charlamagne listed Big. I think his was like Big, Kiss, Styles, Black Rob, and G-Dep. I think that was Charlamagne's top 5 of bad boy MCs.
Okay, so I didn't get a chance to watch that interview, but because I know that's on the rundown as well. My thing is, at the time they were on Bad Boy, they were the locks, so you can't. So you have to exactly. Yeah, you can't separate. You can't put like Kiss as number 2 and then Styles as number 3. You have to list the locks, including Chic. That's definitely my contention at that point. And so my thing was, if Mace isn't in the top 5, who fills the spot that he's missing? Because Mace is in my top 5 on Bad Boy.
Mace is definitely in my top 5. I mean, Charlamagne contention was that Black Rob and G-Dep was ahead of Mace.
Okay, and I have Black Rob and G-Dep on my list. I also got Craig Mack on my list. A lot of people forget Craig Mack for some reason.
But I wouldn't put them ahead of Mace.
You wouldn't put who ahead of Mace? Now, see, of course, this part goes without saying. We don't really have to discuss this, but for the listeners and everybody, let's go ahead and direct it. Of course, the number 1 spot is occupied by Big.
Right, we got that. Number 1 is Big. Boom.
Alright, so who are we putting in the number 2 spot?
For me, I think you have to put in the collective of the locks. I think you have to put the locks as number 2. And this is just off of Bad Boy work.
Then me and you agree.
Right.
Then me and you agree. It's Big, then it's the locks. Now, here's where it gets a little cloudy for me. Here's where it gets a little shaky for me.
Here's where everybody deviates.
Yeah, between 3 to 5, like, depending on the year, you can shuffle them around.
But see, here's the thing.
In my opinion, because Black Rob is a hell of a lyricist. Craig Mack was a hell of a lyricist. A lot of people didn't pay attention to that. G-Dep was a lot doper than a lot of people gave him credit for. If you listen to Child of the Ghetto, that shit was crazy. A lot of people just know G Dep from Special Delivery, and that's where they left him at. But he was a dope lyricist. Mace's first project, Harlem World, that he released, gave you a multitude of different styles of music. It made you dance. You know, it was stuff you could relate to. It was stuff about the women. It had skits. It was funny. It was a solid project. So, but again, Black Rob's project, when he released that was bars.
Bars.
So depending on the year, you can shuffle them around. But Mace is definitely in the top 5 of bad boy artists. You can't take that from him. If you don't include him in that, you're just being naive. You're just being foolish.
Well, a lot of people, because they break the locks up, they rank the locks individually, and I think that was B-Dot's argument, because B-Dot has said that he said that Mace was better than Styles P, which Styles P even responded was like, it's like it makes sense that people like B-Dot would think Mace is better than me. So
yeah, that oh my god, that was the dumbest comment. That was one of the dumbest comments of hip hop ever.
I don't know why SP is so slept on. SP, listen, go back and listen to the Ghost, please. Just listen to any Ghost project.
Yo, you can't say that. Like, P is the philosopher of the locks.
Like, and
no shade against Mace. Mace is. I'm a Mace fan. Like Harlem World, I honestly put, when we talk about classic albums, I'll mention Harlem World, and that's not because of what's recently transpired. That's just always how I felt about that particular project. I listened to it like three months ago. Truthfully, like it's not in regular rotation, but I listened to it 3 months ago. I'm not lying. But he's not better than Styles P. That's just a dumbass comment. I mean, a dumbass remark. You can't say that. Anybody who genuinely holds hip hop in a certain regard, you can't honestly say that.
I don't even, and this is me being biased, I'll admit that I don't put Mace over Chic.
I can't. Alright, so now that, again, that goes into what I said earlier. It depends on when we're ranking them. But when Sheik got to the point that I was like, oh damn, Sheik can spit. Sheik wasn't on Bad Boy anymore. The Locks weren't on Bad Boy. This was during the Let the Lights Go campaign when Sheik was putting out his solo projects.
Good point.
So at the time, to classify it with, the time frame that we're talking about, no, Mace wasn't better than Sheik. And in the Bad Boy era that we're talking about, Mace was not better than Sheik. So,
and that's what for me, like I said, it depends on how. I think that's the contention of this argument. If you look at the totality of their careers, then you have to move Mace around. But if you just look at Bad Boy era,
yeah.
And if you once again you put the Locks as a group and not individuals, then it changes your whole ranking.
Of course, because Mace is going to rank in the top 5. It just depends on whether he's going to be 3, 4, or 5.
And like I said, I mean, and
I guess if we had to do it, Biggie would be 1, Locks would be 2, and from 3 to 5 in no particular order would be Black Rob, Craig Mack, Black Rob, Mace, and G-Dep.
Now here's the question though, because now I think about the Bad Boy more and more, and maybe it's just me. Loon was a beast.
Exactly, but a lot of people didn't pay attention to Loon because they felt he was a Mace knockoff.
I do see the similarities. Yes, I definitely see the similarities. I can understand people saying that. But Loon was a monster. Loon was
But I will honestly say I can't put Loon in my top 5 of Bad Boy MCs. I'll argue Craig Mack making the list before I argue Loon. And that's simply because Craig was more of a lyricist than Loon. But I can't take away from what Loon did with his commercial success when he came out. So it begs the question, like, if you say a line from a popular Loon song and you say a line from a popular Craig Mack song, which one you think the crowd is going to respond to more? I'm saying Craig Mack.
Because Craig Mack was more style. He was one of those, you know, around that era, it didn't really care. Some people, and even when you think about it now, people don't really care about the words you're saying. It's kind of the style you said it in. Craig Mack was full of energy and style.
Yeah.
But if you read his lines off a paper, you'd be like, okay, whatever. It's just he added his character to those rhymes and made them more impressive than what they were.
I mean, the crazy thing is, truth be told, if you read a lot of artists' music, like just reading, it's not going to sound impressive. It's going to be like, oh, that's just basic as fuck.
Right, this is true.
But that's part of being an artist, being an entertainer, is finding a way to present it how the public is going to react and enjoy it. That's so that right there just gives more fuel to the argument that Craig Mack is better. Like, if you read his stuff, it's just bland, but how he presented it caught the attention of the masses.
This is one of those things that I think is going to be a subject of debate for years because there's no definitive way to find it. It's like, who's the greatest rapper of all time? You can never really say because everybody has their own opinion. But I definitely, for me, and once again, depending on how you rank them, I definitely say Mace's top 5 Bad Boy MC. And I'm not a big Bad Boy fan. Still BBK all day. I just still think, just off of his non-Bad Boy projects, hell, and once again, niggas done started something, everybody throws that up. Those bars were super impressive. So off of the stuff he's done that has nothing to do with Bad Boy, I'm still with Mace. I don't know. Just what said Mace is not good. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, niggas done started something with one of Mace's hardest verses
ever.
That shit, like that. The crazy thing is that threw X's album over the top for me because I was already just engulfed in that whole project. It was like, yo, this is great out. So then at the end, the very song, he did a posse cut, and Mace is like, okay, when you read the credits, it's like, all right, it's the locks, it's Mace and it's X. Why is Mace on the song? And Mace has one of the hardest verses on that song.
Yeah, without question.
It's just that was murder. That he shouldn't even put Mace in the credits. Yeah. That was murder.
Yeah, one of my favorite bars, he said, and you know I got enough guns to wreck your nation. And nigga way protecting Mason got an explanation. I was like, talk to him, Harlem. Talk that shit, nigga. Talk that shit, Harlem. But yeah, shout out to Bethel. But listen, continuing on with the rundown here. Oh man, this had to happen. You know it was eventually coming. Apparently, Migos have released a snippet of a track where they're taking shots at somebody. It's been on the internet all day, and I'm of course, we're Hunger Nation and Words with Wade podcast have the snippet. If this Wi-Fi start acting right, I hate the Wi-Fi here. I will say that. Let's run that snippet for y'all. If y'all haven't heard it, I don't know where you've been because it's been the talk of the internet for a while. If I can get the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
You're stupid for that. Where are we at? Yo, I just had it. Isn't this a bitch I just had? I can't find it now. Shout out to Shayla. This is so. I literally just had this clip and now I can't find it. Shout out to you, Wi-Fi, for messing everything up.
Shout out to you.
And you.
I'm stalling.
Well, while he's getting that clip together,
Right.
is basically Quavo of the Migos giving the title of hater. Like, if anybody's hating on you, call them Joe Budden. And then there's an ad-lib behind it saying pussy. I think they determined it was who, Offset, the one who said that, who had the ad-lib.
Yeah, I think it was Offset. Why am I trying to?
But that was basically the premise of the clip. That where the snippet they got released is Migos with Quavo. Right. That's the thing. My whole thing is, like, I understand how they put them together because they're a group, this, and the third. Quavo is the one who called Joe Budden a hater, and then Pussy Line was Offset. So they just attributed the whole Migos.
Okay, I have the clip now. Let's go ahead and run the clip. If y'all
Let's
haven't
run the
heard
clip.
it yet.
If a nigga hating, call him Joe Budden. Coop outside in this press button.
And not only just that clip, just playing that little clip, they're actually shooting a video for this apparently. Akademiks actually posted this on his page, which I found hilarious. They're doing a search for people to look like Joe Budden and Akademiks for Migos video. Yeah, Joe Budden lookalike and the Akademiks lookalike. Video search page out for December 10th. So apparently there's a diss video coming. Joey, being who Joey is, of course responded in a Joe Budden fashion, I guess you would say. So do I have that clip queued up? And of course I don't. It's a late start time that's throwing me off. That's what it is. Here we go. Talk to him, Joe.
Waiting on them. Yo, they think you're the biggest hater right now. Y'all are here with me every single day. Do I hate any of these kids? The way how you criticize them, how dare you be so critical, so dismissive of what we're doing? That's some haters. What do you think the in-studio reaction was when Quavius stepped in to deliver this lyrical venom? Walked in the booth, bloused up.
See, it's shit like that.
I don't know who the person is that laid this ad-lib. I don't know how Takeoff sounds. We don't get to hear him. If that was young Offset that walked in that booth after the amazing Quavius laid that lyrical fire. Play my clip, please. Yeah.
Okay, and then Joe plays a clip of Quavius. Quavius is hilarious, first off. Quavius dancing, pop locking. My phone is acting up, so yeah. So first off, let's talk about it because it's kind of us. This is a situation that can happen to us. We do talk about rap. We talk about people all the time. Somebody could do a diss of us. This could be us. I got bars for him though. I come out with bars.
Bars death.
But Joe said he's not going to. Joe's retired. He's not going to rap. So I think he's taking it in stride. It's funny. It's comical. But I wouldn't call Joe a hater at all. I think anytime in this generation when you don't agree with what somebody's doing, you're a hater automatically. I hate that about this generation. I don't think Joe's hating on anybody. He's just giving his opinion. His job is to give his opinion on these things. It's crazy. I mean, I know him and Migos kind of have beef from the whole the BET Awards thing, but you know, I wouldn't call him a hater. I'm interested to see it. I definitely want to see the video. I definitely want to see the video. I think it'll be hilarious. And you can find anybody like Joe Budden. It's like 1,000 people that like Joe. So that's not hard. But continuing on with the rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown. More rundowns.
More rundowns. More wins.
More wins.
Shout out to Cakes while I'm thinking about it. Cakes came in last week. Shout out to her more wins. She filled in for Ari. Definitely helped us out here. Want to talk about Meek. For those who haven't been keeping up with what's going on with Meek, he was recently denied bail. He's been incarcerated because of the whole judge situation about his parole. He was incarcerated. The judge wanted him to do a remix of Bended Knee. I don't know, some wild shit. The judge was just acting inappropriate, and his lawyers tried to seek a retrial or a different hearing or whatever because of the judge's inappropriate actions. He was recently denied bail, and it was leaked that he denied a request by the FBI to wear a wire. Details of that is sketchy, but my question is, are we slowly finding out that Meek is a stand-up dude?
It sounds that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, are we quietly finding out he's a stand-up guy?
It sounds that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he's done some questionable shit in the past, and I'm not going to front like I've never said anything bad about Meek. Like, yeah, he's done some questionable shit with that Nicki shit, but to stand up to the FBI, yo, you gotta give your hand to somebody like that. Clap for him. So shout out to Meek for not wearing a wire. It's also been
because that's crazy. Like, think about it. If he went ahead and wore the wire, and the judge got this removed from his cases, more than likely he wouldn't be doing his 2 to 4 right now.
Exactly. So he took that. He stood up like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? You go against something, they ask you to snitch. You said no. I mean, I
have a question though. I want to pose this question to y'all and the Uncut.
Okay.
Why halfway tell?
Because some people, in their warped sense of reality, feel like if they don't tell everything, they're not snitching. You know what I mean? You remember?
Like why come to the authorities and say like, look, the judges on my case is wilding. Like, the stuff she say to me in private is crazy. Y'all need to hear this. And then when they like, we trying to hear it, go ahead and record it, and you be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, I'm not a snitch. Like you just did. You remember the scene in Paid in Full, the end, when Cam was like, yeah, I snitch on a couple people in DC or whatever, but I'm not gonna snitch on nobody at home.
Yeah, because when I come home, I'm still gonna be the king. Like, nigga, you snitching.
Snitching is snitching. Snitching is snitching.
Like, regardless of who you snitching on and where they live, you snitching.
Snitching is snitching is snitching is snitching.
Yeah, that was just. It was just something that I thought about. Like, why even bring it up at all if you're not gonna go all the way through with it?
And then it is released that he was working in jail, which a lot of inmates do. I have never been in jail, so don't look at me like I'm an aficionado of this shit. Been arrested, but that's another story.
It's not fun. Don't go.
Yeah, don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke.
Regardless of what hip hop has said for years, it's not fun. Don't go.
Not at all. I don't want no smoke at all. It's revealed he's working in jail. He's doing like cleaning cells, mopping floors, whatever. He's making like 19 cents an hour.
You said 19 cents an hour?
19 cents an hour.
I thought that was 19.
No, that's
dollars.
Cent. That was a decimal before that.
It was a decimal in front that 19.
You missed that.
Got you. I really did.
Yeah, he's working. I mean, and that's kind of how it works in jail.
I'm about to say, if you could go to work and if you could go to jail and make $19 an hour versus being out here in the streets in Virginia,
boy,
like making $9.50 or less,
exactly.
I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
He don't know what nothing is when he get out for real.
Hopefully they get out before then. Hopefully they get out before then. We're hoping.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, I'm always going to. What I always say, my brother may not always be right, but he's always my brother. So, Meek, keep your head up, man. Everybody's rooting for you. Just do the right thing, fam. Don't snitch, though. Don't do that. We don't snitch.
Yeah, get your sprinkling on, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time to talk, it's the time not to.
Exactly. It's very much so. Very, very much so. Continuing on with the rundown here.
The rundown.
We have
the rundown.
We have the track list. A couple of track lists have released. Track lists. Yeah, whatever that sounds. They released earlier this week the track list for Eminem's project, Revival, and the track list for Jeezy's project. And just looking at the track list for I'm not really impressed. It sounds Eminem-ish.
What the hell?
It sounds kind of like pop Eminem-ish.
Yeah, it's like he's not doing nothing different. It's the same shit. I mean, going through it, of course, you got Walk on Water with Beyonce. That's track 1. Believe, Chloroseptic with Fresher, Untouchable, River with Ed Sheeran, Remind Me, Revival. You got Alicia Keys up here with Like Home, Bad Husbands with the Ambassadors, Tragic Ending with Skylar Grey, Nowhere featuring Kalani, Need Me featuring Pink, Heat, Offended, Castle, A Rose, In Your Head. I mean, and just once again, it's just like a regular Eminem track list. I mean, it's nothing on the track list to make me say, oh, I want to hear that.
You know what I got excited about though?
What?
That the track list that Crooked Eye put up
for bad evil.
They were calling it the second disc to Revival. With a track called Arsenic with Redman. Number 2 was called Searcher, and they had a joint called Firing Line with J. Cole and 50 Cent. A track called Bionic. Was number 5. Cardinal Rule with Dre and Boogie. 6 as Respect. 7 Microwave. Number 8 Butterfly Effect. 9 Fortress of Solitude. 10 was Cavassier with Jay-Z and Royce the 5'9". Number 11 was Floodgate with Slaughterhouse. 12 is Order. 13 is Dilated Eyes. 14 is Trial by Fire. 15 is Signal. And 16 is Star. Yeah, that track list impressed me a lot more.
Yeah, that's a super track list. That's the best album ever. But yeah, that's not it.
But
I wish it was.
You know, it was rumored that would be, you know, the second disc to Revival, and a lot of people thought that because Crooked, you know, was his close affiliation with Shady, right, that, you know, he had some insight, and he was like, nah, I just saw the track list and got excited. Thought that was it.
Well, shout out to Crooked. Why isn't Slaughterhouse on this album? There's Shady Records, right?
It's a song. It's still a song that's on Royce's project. One of Royce's project. I can't think. It's called Rap on Steroids. I don't remember what project it's on. It's Royce the 5'9" and Black Toy going back and forth, just destroying the fucking beat. And then it alludes to M has a verse on it. And it has even come up in interviews where they ask the Royce directly, like, so does M actually have a verse on it? And Royce was like, that's the plan, but, you know, M's busy doing what he's doing. I've been busy doing what I've been doing. Like, we haven't been around each other, like, situation like that. So I don't know if it was one of those situations, because keep in mind, Joe Budden is the spearhead of Slaughterhouse, whether people give him that credit or not, or understand that or not. He's the one who actually put all of them in the same room to record a track, and it went from there. And Joe has said on more than one occasion he's retired from hip-hop.
This is true. But I'm sure they have some unreleased vocals. And I'm sure if something happened...
I believe so too.
I'm sure if something happened that would make them record something worthy of them recording, they would record. I think what Slaughterhouse should do, and this is just conspiracy theory of Wade, this sign the Rock Nation.
You just want everybody on
Everybody's
Rock
a Rock
Nation.
Nation. Everybody's a Rock Nation. Why not?
It's like,
Why not?
in your Oprah voice. You get a contract to Rock Nation. You get a contract to Rock Nation.
Look, you get paper play.
A contract to Rock Nation.
You get paper play. You get paper play. Everybody gets paper play. Everybody's Rock Nation. Why not? Just sign a Rock Nation. That makes perfect sense. Ho, holla at me. Lenny S. Let's holla at me. Let's get it done. I'm still A&R projects. Get at me.
We still waiting on the China project.
Fine China's coming soon. Fine China, I'm trying to tell y'all. First single featuring Chris Brown. I'm working on it right now. Let's go.
Another Lucy, since you missing Chris Brown.
Go ahead.
His numbers are crazy right now.
And I think that was the plan with releasing all these songs, though. You know?
His numbers are crazy right now. Phenomenal. If y'all don't know, after the most recent project that he released, if y'all haven't seen the numbers, Google. He's the biggest R&B act in the world right now.
And also, I want to.
That's how you come. That's how you come back, yo. That's literally how you get your payback.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna say revenge. That's how you get your payback. That's how you get your just due.
Definitely. Also, I wanted to get into this Jeezy track list. Jeezy released a track list for his new album called Pressure. His track list actually seems a lot more impressive than M's track list. We got number 1 Spider, 2 Cold Summer featuring T Grizzly, 3 In a Major Way featuring Payroll Giovanni.
It sounds like it's gonna be hot.
Already, yeah, that's what we doing.
Yes.
Floor Seats featuring 2 Chainz. This Is It. Bottles Up featuring Puff. Valet, Respect. Pressure featuring Kodak Black and YG. Like Them, Tory Lanez and Rick Ross. The Life featuring Wizkid and Trey Songz. And the song I'm waiting for, this song right here, seems like the best song ever created. It's American Dream featuring J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. And then we have Snow Season. So, just based off the 2 track lists we just read, Eminem and Jeezy, and I'm not a big Jeezy fan either, so I'm sorry, not a big Eminem fan either. I'm looking forward to Jeezy album more than anything. Just that one song, shit. I just want to hear that one song. J. Cole and Kendrick, and I'm good. I'll buy the album for that.
And the crazy thing is, I think that's what the hype about his track list is. It's like Cole and Kendrick are on the same song with Jeezy. Like, how does that match up? I think everybody just really wants to hear that particular song. I honestly believe, like, from the features that he has on it, it's going to be an overall good project. But when that project drops, I think everybody's going to number 12.
Oh yeah,
right out the gate.
Immediately. I'm curious because Jeezy in the last recent years has been more, I want to say, more socially conscious. So I'm curious because he's kind of elevated from, Trap 101 to something new. So I'm curious to see what direction he goes on that track called American Dream. You know what I'm saying? We know J. Cole's history. We know Kendrick's history. They're both socially conscious. They're both what I call the new age backpack rapper. I just made that up. It sounded good. So I'm curious to see how it sounds. I'm definitely curious to see how it sounds.
I think from the titles that he has on the track list and along with some of the features, you can. It's safe to assume that he's gonna have, some trap music on there, some drug dealing music on there, some flexing, finessing. Shout out to Saxo P for that. But shameless plug. But you know, some traditional snowman music is going to be on this project. But I think this might be a project where he found his balance. That's what I'm hoping, where like he can speak on the drug dealing, but he can also speak on the politics. And it's not too weird. It's not too like, oh shit, well, this song don't even like came out of nowhere. It doesn't sound like it's with the project. We've been, you know, fucking hoes and getting money the whole album, and now you want me to think.
I think Jay has elevated the game for, I want to say, veteran MCs with 444, because he's shown the evolution of Jay-Z. If you look at Jay-Z's career arc, you've seen him from Reasonable Doubt to 444, and you see the change. And I think at some point, this is just me thinking, this is wishful thinking from Wade. That's a new title, wishful thinking from Wade. I'm with it. I'm hoping our older rappers do the same thing. You can see the elevation. It's kind of, to me, it's like two directions you can go. You can be like Jay and have the elevation, yeah, the elevation from Reasonable Doubt to 444, or you be successful like Fab. I think Fab has maintained his relativeness, is a consistency through every era. Fab is still Fab. It doesn't feel like he's faking it. He's still Fab. He's still genuine. You know what I'm saying? Or you can, I don't want you to stay the same, because if you stay the same, you're going to be obsolete. You know, I don't expect Jeezy to give us the same trap or die rhymes. I expect him to do something new. Like we've seen him throughout the years when he has been making music, and you know, he got kids that grown. You expect something new. So I'm hoping that with the song American Dream, with the track list in general, it looks like we're going to get, some older trapping tracks, but we're going to get some content, some meat in our sandwich, so to speak. That's what I'm hoping we get from this album. And then with that said, I do want to cover the one additional track list that was released this week. And not really an additional track list. It was reported that there's going to be a limited edition Damn release. Kendrick Lamar's album Damn. They're releasing a limited edition of it. And the irony of this... go ahead, Jay.
I was disappointed with this.
Well, here's the thing. I think the irony of this confirms, and we talked about this on this podcast, I think you even said it first. The irony of this is the track list is actually backwards.
Right.
So it's confirming the theory that the album can be played front ways, forwards, or backwards. Because the limited edition is backwards.
I was disappointed with it because I thought it was going to be some new music or some exclusive, especially because it's called the collector's edition.
Yeah.
Like, no, when within the first 2 days, well, I ain't gonna say the first 2 days, within the first week that the album came out, and it was rumored that the track listing, like you could play the album backwards, and it would tell a completely different story. Once I heard that, I immediately went ahead and flipped the track listing. And I like it better. I said it on the podcast. I like it better backwards. It gives a completely different feel. Some of the songs that I felt were okay, I enjoy a lot better in reverse. It's still one song in there that I don't care whether I'm playing it, forward with the back or back with the front. I just don't like the song. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed in the news. I'm thinking I'm getting some new exclusive Kendrick, and it's just like, no, I've already heard it's not the way that it's being said.
Yeah, unless Kendrick does the old rapper trick where, the last song, if you keep playing it, a new song come on. You remember Jay did that with what was the Blueprint and Lyrical Exercise?
Yeah.
You remember how like if you let the album play like that minute or so, Lyrical Exercise was coming on?
Yeah, when you brought up the track list and the last song was like 13 minutes, it was like, why is that song so long? Oh, because it's 2 songs after that. It's Lyrical Exercise and then the Diamonds joint, the Girl's Best Friend.
Yeah. So
both of those were at the end.
Now that would be dope if Kendrick did that.
Something. Please don't just give me the same track list.
Something that.
I mean, but I already have it, so I already know.
Right, exactly.
No, when I say I already have it, like I actually downloaded the new one.
Don't worry,
just to find out that it was,
You're not the only. Don't worry about it. You're not the only one.
I'm so hurt.
I did want to mention, and once again, and this is just me, and I know it sounds like really a hater episode. I'm not a big Wayne fan, but yeah, he did announce Dedication 6 is coming out on Christmas for y'all who celebrate stuff like that. So hey, enjoy that.
Shade.
I'm just saying,
man.
Yeah,
I'm eager to hear it.
I'm gonna take a listen to it. This is actually gonna be my. This is funny. This is gonna be my first Lil Wayne project. I'm gonna listen to it in entirety. I'm gonna sit down and listen to it.
You're wildin'. You are wildin'.
I'm telling you, this is my.
So he'll listen to that, but he won't listen to Bruno Mars.
Who?
So he'll
listen to that, but he won't listen to Bruno Mars. Bye.
Who?
Bye, Wade.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dismissed.
Did you see the meme I posted?
Go stand in the corner.
Listen, I don't know nothing about that. Why is that becoming a running theme for this podcast? Who hit me up?
Because you hate on Bruno for some reason.
Yo, somebody hit me up, and I know his real name. I can't say his podcast name, but I know his real name. He hit me up, was like, he's like, yeah, man, we can't be hating on Bruno Mars. I was like, fam, I don't hate. I don't like it. I'm not with the happy shit. All that shit can go. I need bars. I need death. I need pain.
Every song Bruno does isn't happy.
Nah, that's all I ever hear. I was in
hold on. To go off on a tangent real quick, as we always do. The very first single that blew Bruno Mars up was called Grenade. Like, what are you talking? That wasn't happy. This nigga said, "I'll catch a grenade and die for you." Listen, that wasn't happy at all.
Listen, when I saw Bruno, he was in Vegas in some Versace shirts, dancing down the hallway, smiling and shit.
That's recent. That's recent. Needless to say, that project has broken down a lot of barriers for Bruno, because his first two projects nobody really wanted to give him credit for. Listen. Which were phenomenal albums, but this one has done numbers.
Every time I see Bruno, he up there smiling and shit and all happy and joyful. I don't need that. I need some pain.
Damn, the nigga can't enjoy life.
No, it's no joy. Gosh. I need pause. I need death.
It's no joy, yo. There's no joy.
None.
It's turmoil.
Exactly.
It's turmoil.
I need death. I need pain. Your pain runs deep. Share it with me.
Really share it with me. Terrible.
Okay.
But with that being said, want to cover a couple of Lucy's here. We mentioned that Colin Kaepernick. We mentioned it on this podcast. Colin Kaepernick did receive the Muhammad Ali Award. Beyonce presented it to him. Beyonce looking delicious.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Carter.
Fuck the Beehive.
It still fucked the Beehive, but Beyonce was looking pretty good presenting the award.
It definitely was. Rihanna is Spotify's most streamed female artist of 2017. Nike is building a building named after Serena Williams on the Nike campus. Boy That Yellow is 3 times platinum in America and 2 times platinum in Canada.
What
That's just for you, Cakes. You know that, right? Shout out to Beck.
I'm being petty. I'm being so petty.
Shout out to Beck. But let's go to What's Streaming with G. What you got for us this week, G?
I mean, of course, we already discussed, a few of them. Even though it's been on my playlist, of course, I still got Kendrick back on there. Let's see, who else? K. Michelle got a new project called Kimberly. Big Sean and Metro Boomin. Double or Nothing. A new artist, I'm not familiar with him. Uncut might have already heard about him. Young Dan. He has a self-titled EP out right now. T. Grizzly and Lil Durk got a project called Blood Us. Kids in the Hall, Free Nights and Weekends. Trav, with, I don't know how he actually wants the title pronounced. I think it's, from the way he has it set up, it's just like an acronym, which means Queens Raise the King, which is QRAC. Juicy J got an album out, Rubber Band Business. King Crooked is back with Good versus Evil Part 2. Horseshoe Gang has a project called Dope Lyrics Matter. Cray got a project called 10 Toes. Razcast is back. I know you don't appreciate that.
Razcast.
Yeah. He has a project called Yeah and Closeout. Razcast playlist. And I was shocked to see this pop up. Irv Gotti has a project. Of course, Irv Gotti presents as any project he has is titled Tales Playlist Part 2.
Okay. That sounds dope.
So it's a few things on the stream this week that I'm unfamiliar with. So hopefully he'll introduce me to a few new artists. So we'll see how that goes. But you know, my new favorite category right now, because y'all know how I feel about this, they be having to cut it off. So we can get started on the podcast. All right, what you got for us today, though?
Really?
Song of the week.
Yes, so Ari, what is Ari's song of the week?
Ari's song.
Hold on, before you say that, Ari, I do want to say, for y'all who's sending in music for Ari's song of the week, send in a song, not an entire double CD of your trash ass.
I ain't listening to all that shit.
Send in one song to wordswithwade@gmail.com. Make sure you put Ari in the subject, and your song can be the song of the week if it's good. If it's trash,
I'm gonna just skip over and find somebody else.
Don't send your entire mixtape that's a double CD that includes 37 damn songs. Son of a bitch. Just one song, please. And cover art, let us know something about you so we can play it. And Ari, let's talk about you.
That was yo son.
So Ari, what do you have for us this week? What barefoot music you have for us this week?
Barefoot music.
You know what I mean, when you're in the house with no shoes on, cleaning the house and sliding on the hardwood floors.
Well, I stall because I'm looking for it.
Ari stalling. Make sure you check out Words with Wade. If you have any questions, inquiries, suggestions, advice, anything, business matters, wordswithwade@gmail.com. Or follow Words with Wade on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Use the hashtag Words with Wade.
Okay.
All right. And Ari, what do you have for us here this week?
Wait a second. Right. So then it is this artist, his name is Gallant, and the song is Talking to Myself.
So we have Gallant, not the car. Gallant, Talking to Myself.
Yes, that's okay. All right, my bad. Okay, wait a second.
You're so damn comfortable in the chair. You need to set up,
The
right?
struggle. You should see with you guys. Okay. You ready?
Go.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so.
Talking to myself, I'm asking for advice. I've sliding down my grip on this reality. The dominoes break. So won't you let me your face?
Brand new artist named Gallant here on WWW. That was Gallant with Talking to Myself.
I can't.
You're back now. Slow jams here.
Not.
That was Gallant. Make sure you check it out. We'll have the link in the description. And shout out to all you artists that we've featured before on this podcast with Ari's Song of the Week. I do get a lot of comments about the songs, so shout out to y'all who liking the songs. Yeah, I do. I showed y'all. Not a lot, but I posted it in the thing. I got a couple. Anyway, look, we appreciate y'all. We do. And make sure you tell a friend. And all our new listeners, I know we got some new listeners this week. People have hit me up that I've never talked to before. Shout out to y'all. Definitely make sure you follow, subscribe, leave your comments, leave feedback on iTunes, Google Play. We do appreciate your feedback. Listen, the podcast is free, but one way you can show your support is to leave feedback or let one of us know, not just me, REG. Let us know that you're listening, and we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. So, everybody, let's give it our social media here. Ari with the newness here, the hot newness. Yes, of course. So let's start out with. Just gonna yawn in the microphone.
Sorry, y'all. I've been skipping out on some sleep lately.
So professional. Here's what we're doing.
I know, right? How do I get to my name?
What?
No, wait. Okay.
What?
All right. So I still can't give you my Twitter because Wade didn't teach me how to change my name on here.
You had a busy week, fam.
So Twitter's unavailable. And Snapchat, that is HON3Y_DIPP3D, honey dipped. It's the same thing for Instagram. And my Facebook, Lady Ari, one word, LADYARI.
New Facebook.
Last name Anderson.
Lady Ari Anderson, that's what it says. Okay.
Lady Ari Anderson.
We're with that. Her new Facebook, so make sure you send her friend requests and love and all that good stuff.
Not creepy people.
Finally, the new Facebook to separate them.
Finally, right?
Yes.
We've been telling you that for the last year and a half.
You know what? At least I got it, though. I got it, though.
Finally. So, G, give out your social media, though.
I don't know why we go through this every show. _G_LI for Twitter and Instagram. AGR.G for Snapchat. AGR.GLI Facebook. Make sure y'all checking out the website. AGRHQS.com for all AGR music exclusives.
And as far as me, of course, it's always going to be the same. It's the Wade Blogs on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, everything else. Make sure you, like I said earlier, you follow the page, the podcast, Words with Wade on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Just Words with Wade. Google it, Words with Wade. Follow us on SoundCloud as well. Make sure you please leave comments. We do read your comments. I do read your comments. Go through them. Have any questions, suggestions? We definitely appreciate it, and we definitely like to hear from y'all. Anything else before we get out of here, y'all?
Nope.
Ari, you will be here next week. Ari's about to go on Christmas vacation, y'all.
Fourth quarters for winners.
So
Big things going on.
You'll be here next week, but the week after that. Well, no, hold on. What? You know, we'll talk about this off the podcast. But I think that's it. That's everything.
Yep.
Oh, shout out to Guys Generals for the hoodie. I see you.
Got that. Oh.
Good job. But as always. Listen, Ari been quiet the entire podcast. I say as always, she want to get loud.
Listen.
All in the microphone.
That's her part.
Yeah.
How your part is the best? We leaving the show.
I was thinking that's ironic the entire time, though. The best part is the ending.
But as always, you may agree with what we say. You may not agree with what we say.
Okay.
But one thing you can agree with.
What's
that?
We keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next week, y'all. We catch y'all on the internet.
Cheer.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.